This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. Jalen Hurts just got the bag.
Hey, I love to see a black man get paid. I love to see it.
Now let's see if Colin Cowherd feels the same way as you. What are his thoughts on Jalen Hurts getting? And this is a certifiable.
Years, $345 million, reset the quarterback market. I like Jalen Hurts. Let's not be into the let's get him the bag. Let's get more data. Like, I have two major concerns, and these are reasonable concerns for every GM in the league since I've talked to him. Number one, he runs more than any quarterback in the history of the league not named Lamar Jackson. 11 rushes a game. And Philly leans into his legs a lot. In the last 2 years, at the end of the year, he's gotten banged up.
That is so overblown. Because I think it's unfair how they talk about it, because Lamar's injuries the last couple of years, if he had gotten them in the middle of the season, they wouldn't be season ending, right? Like, season ending injuries are usually classified as you need major surgery in the off season in order to correct it. Not, it just took you out for the rest of the season. But yet we categorize Lamar's injuries like that. Also, we're making it seem like Lamar Jackson barely plays football games. Lamar Jackson has only missed 12.5% of his starts due to injury. Do you know? Do they call Joe Burrow injury prone, Colb?
Nope.
He's missed 12.5% of his starts due to injury and has had a major knee surgery. Daniel Jones, would you consider him? Do they consider him injury prone? Do they talk about that when he got his contract?
I don't hear anything about his injuries ever.
He's missed 17% of his starts. We're doing this with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has missed 3 games his entire career. 3 games his entire career. And let alone the thing that they always leave off of, Lamar gets injured. He only got injured the 2 years where his passing from the pocket substantially increased. The 3 years where he was running the ball the most, he played all those games. He didn't get injured at all. So this narrative that because he runs, he gets injured is just not true to how quarterbacks tend to get injured. Most quarterbacks get injured in the pocket, not when they're running the football. Cam Newton didn't miss that many games. He ran the ball a lot, right? Cam Newton in his prime didn't miss that many games. Old Cam Newton missed games, which is my other point. You look at the quarterbacks who miss games, they're either dudes who've always been fragile, like Carson Wentz, or they're old people like Matt Stafford, Joe Flacco, Ryan Tannehill. These are the people who miss a lot of games. They're usually pocket passers, and it's usually because they're older, because playing football hurts. You know what I mean? And also this idea, Colb, I don't know, you ask me, if I'm playing a game like football, what do you think gives me a better chance of avoiding injury? Me being very fast, quick, athletic on my feet and being able to avoid contact, or me being very slow, stuck in a confined space where there are 9 to 10 300-pounders surrounding me in a tight circle, and I'm not athletic enough to run out of it.
You touching on something I just wanted to say. If you ever watch Lamar Jackson play football and you've ever watched him run with the football, how often does he even get touched when he runs?
There's not a Lamar Jackson big hit comp. You know who there is a big hit compilation? Yep. I know I can't talk today, but it's Joe Burrow. Burrow be getting smacked. Nobody talks about how his play style being unsustainable. I'm like, this looks very unsustainable. I feel for this man's life every time he plays a game.
He's been sacked more than any quarterback in the league since he's gotten in the league, hasn't he?
And it's not just he kind of gets sacks.
No,
you know what I mean? No, when Joe Burrow gets sacked, yeah, because
get hit, bro.
he gets, and it's not even the plays where he gets sacked, where he gets hit the hardest. It's because he extends plays and he stays behind the line of scrimmage that he gets hit. Quarterbacks who run a lot don't get hit that much because they can slide and they can run out of, they have so many more options to avoid contact when they're beyond the line of scrimmage and just as a runner. Quarterbacks in a pocket have barely anything to protect themselves, especially when they're not paying attention to what's in front of them because they're trying to get the ball 40 yards downfield. Those are the dudes who get hurt. I'm just saying, Sam Bradford's the most injury-prone quarterback of all time. Did you ever see the man successfully run a read option?
I don't think Sam ever scrambled, bro. I can't even remember Sam Bradford ever scrambling. Ever.
I think he did once. He was in the Chip Kelly offense. I think he did it once as a novelty. I remember seeing, because he used to wear, y'all don't remember, Sam Bradford used to wear them big old sleeves on his jersey, like them Peyton Manning sleeves. I remember one time he pulled that thing out in Philly, and them birds on his shoulders were flapping like the flag, dog, next to him. It was crazy. It was crazy. But other than that, no, he doesn't. He's not. We wouldn't define him as a running quarterback. So despite all of that, we take one look at Jalen Hurts and go, he's going to get injured. Terrible deal. Like, is he good? Like, is he good at quarterback? You know what I mean?
So it's not like they played in the Super Bowl. It's not like he played well in the Super Bowl or anything like that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he had an incredible game in the Super Bowl. Like the
outside
conversation.
Of that fumble, outside of one fumble, I thought he was as good as Patrick Mahomes. The only difference was that fumble that got returned for a touchdown. Like, that was it.
Like, why are we still doing this as if running and being mobile is some kind of defect for a quarterback, when the only evidence that shows a quarterback's more likely to get injured are the quarterbacks who can't move in the pocket? Those are the ones who get injured. That's the evidence out there. But yet we still look at every quarterback who could pull out a read option as injury prone. And it's ridiculous.
Also, I think what else I think is ridiculous is, like, if you look at Jalen Hurts and you look at Lamar, they are two different kinds of runners. Mm-hmm. Like, first of all, Jalen Hurts is a big dude. I don't know if people know this, but like, Jalen Hurts is a strong, like, built football player. Like, he could take some hits because, like, he squat like 700 pounds. He be doing crazy stuff in the weight room. Like, he's pretty well put together. He's not the same kind of runner as Lamar is, where Lamar, like, literally never, he not seeking out contact. He ain't trying to, like, run over nobody, not like that. He just dodge dudes, get as far as he's gonna get out of bounds. Jalen, he might try to lower his shoulder on somebody every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just a bigger dude. I hate when we just see quarterback run and we just lump them all in together as the same kind of run. Like, they're two totally different rushing quarterbacks, both very effective.
Like, he's closer to, like, Cam Newton, Josh Allen when his run style.
Yeah.
Where he's more physical, right? Like, he's harder to take down. Whereas Lamar Jackson, the only thing you can compare him to is Mike Vick. Jalen Hurts is, I'm fast enough to get the corner and I'm big enough to get the first down in short yardage. That's his game. And there's an easy fix to this if you're the Eagles, even if you are worried about this, which I think is a non-concern. Bijan Robinson right there, dog. I'm sure he will be happy to take those carries. You have the 10th overall pick. You can get Bijan and Roshan. Just get them both. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Why not? One of them got a hit.
So Philly leans heavy into his legs, way more than a Josh Allen. And Josh Allen, to me, runs too much, and he's 6'6", 250. And I've been saying for 2 years, Josh Allen runs too much, takes too many hits. Number two is Jalen Hurts has flourished with one offensive coordinator. Well, Colin, Josh Allen. No, Josh Allen's gotten 35 touchdowns 3 straight years, 2 different coordinators. Again, Josh Allen is wildly productive. He was wildly productive in college. He was wildly productive since his late rookie year. That's not an issue with him.
Did my man just use him having stability around him as a negative? What Jalen Hurts supposed to do about that?
As soon as a player gets his money, people start saying all the things they held on to when he was on his rookie contract and he was outperforming his rookie contract. You don't hear none of this stuff when you outperform your rookie contract. As soon as you get your money, now we're complaining about him having stability around him. Like I don't get it.
Micah Parsons was out here saying the same stuff, but like he's a very unserious person. Okay. But Michael Parsons was out here talking like this about this man. So there was one person.
Daboll, 35 touchdowns. This past year, 35 touchdown passes, 7 rushing touchdowns. And Jalen Hurts, everything worked. He had a brilliant offensive coordinator who's now a head coach, the number 1 ranked O-line, a Pro Bowl running back. The Eagles always have great tight ends and 2-star receivers. Like everything fell in place in the much weaker NFC. I like Jalen Hurts. I like him a lot, but can we get to Thanksgiving? More data is usually a really smart decision on anything. Can I get a little more data? I like.
It's been 2 years.
Oh, what more do you need to see? Like he just played in the Super Bowl. He played well in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Like what more do you need to see?
I would get if this were like 8 hot games at the end of his rookie year. It's been 3 years, Colb.
How much more data do you need? First of all, the Eagles.
He had a good run at the end of his rookie year. He went to the playoffs the year before, and he just went to the Super Bowl. Like what? What do you mean get to Thanksgiving? His contract's gonna be up by then. What are you talking about?
I don't get it, man. And the funny thing about asking for more data when you're the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're probably one of, if not the most analytically driven front office in the entire NFL, and you're like, can we get more data? What are you talking about, dog? They probably have more data than you think they have. That's probably why they paid him.
He wasn't waiting for that data for Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? Like
Joe Burrow got paid, he wouldn't be talking about data.
It's only been 2 AFC Championship runs. He must make a 3rd in order to get his money. You know what I mean? What about Justin Herbert? You know what I mean? Wait, I would love to know if his take is the same for Justin Herbert. I have no idea. I don't keep up with Colin Cowherd. I know he has things against different quarterbacks, and this is what he does. But like, chat, if y'all watch Colin Cowherd, let me know. Is he saying crazy things in a positive direction about Justin Herbert? Because, I need to see it. You know what I mean? I need the data. You know what I mean? Where's the playoff data with Justin Herbert? You know what I mean? Like, what's he saying about Trevor Lawrence? That's the one. What's he saying about Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, you know how that conversation go. You know exactly how that one go.
I just see it. I don't, some guys, I would do this. Is the Colin Cowherd. He gonna pop up there like, some guys, you don't need the data because you have eyeballs. Trevor Lawrence, he's one of those guys. Right? That's what he's probably doing. I promise you. That's his Colin Cowherd take.
It's funny because I know he's gonna do that. I know he's gonna do that. And it's gonna be hilarious.
Like Jalen Hurts, but he had 22 touchdown passes this year. 22. That's about half of Josh Allen, and that's with a better.
And the 22 is not half of 35. That's not even close. Half of 35. What are you talking about? That's not you're not about to get away with that. Like, what are you talking about?
Half of 35 is 17 and a half, no?
It's a much smaller number than 22. What? Add the rushing touchdowns. I hate when people do this. They all of a sudden leave out rushing touchdowns out of quarterback stats. Why?
Better O-line. Allen's got a weak O-line. A Pro Bowl running back. Josh doesn't have one of those. Great wide receiving core. Stephon Diggs and question marks for Buffalo. Buffalo also had.
Now it's question marks. That's the stuff I did. Now it's question marks.
We were saying Buffalo was the best team in the NFL. Like in week 5. Remember that?
People was picking them to win the Super Bowl. People was picking them to win the Super Bowl.
They were unstoppable. Now it's a trash team with the bad offensive line. And poor Josh Allen's only throwing it to Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. God bless his soul. Poor Josh Allen out there struggling on an offensive line that has Deion Dawkins and a bunch of other dudes on. Oh, man, poor Josh Allen. Absolutely no running backs, That's
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy how far they
It's
go
crazy
with
how
this
to
stuff.
switch up. It's crazy to switch up. It is crazy to switch up, man. Like, just you didn't have to bring Josh Allen into this argument at all. Why? Josh Allen probably at home like, why? What I do? Leave me out of this. This is
You know
about
what's crazy?
Jalen money.
Josh is good, but they act like he don't ever do anything wrong in games, bro. They act like he don't ever do anything wrong. It's so
Can we bring up both of these quarterbacks' playoff stats?
he ain't gonna do that.
I mean, as much as we talk about Josh Allen, I saw Jalen Hurts have a really good game in the Super Bowl. I saw Josh Allen play very poorly against the Cincinnati Bengals, a team in which Jacoby Brissett once beat.
I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I think I'd pay him a lot of money. I thought he was unbelievable in the Super Bowl. But all that stuff last year that worked to perfection, he had 22 touchdown passes, and he's running 11 times a game.
This is my last thing. I hate the trope when people who do sports talk shows be like, and him and Stephen A., and I know you love Stephen A., are the two most egregious users of this. I love Jalen Hurts. He's one of my favorite guys to watch. Hey, I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, but I'm about to say some hating bullshit right here. You know what I mean? Like, what? Stop it. I hate that. Every time I hear it.
I ain't say you're wrong, but we're not gonna talk about my GOAT like that. We're not gonna talk about Stephen A like that. We're not gonna talk. I ain't saying you're wrong.
I'm just saying.
Stephen A, my guy. That's my guy.
I'm not wrong, but I didn't have to say it like that. You know?
You have to say it like that.
Okay.
As Stephen A would say, let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's be nice.
So here's all of us say, look, this is generation of sports talk. It is what it is. We're going to be doing this. But to the next generation of sports talkers, yo, lead this one back in the 2020s, man. Like, let's lead this one back in 2020 and below. You know what I mean? Let's not take it. Because every time I hear any of these dudes come out there, oh, yeah, they're one of the best. But it's like, he about to hate. He about to hate something crazy. You know what I mean? Or maybe that should be my new strategy whenever I'm hating on somebody. Like, Twitter be thinking I be hating on Baker Mayfield. I'll be like, yo, Baker Mayfield is one of the best college quarterbacks of all time. Flat out balled versus a Kirby Smart defense. A baller. But he put up one of the worst fourth quarters in NFL history against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he ain't never been the same since, and he should retire. Like, you know what I mean? I'm ready for ESPN, y'all. That's the move, Colb. We gotta learn that. That's the step back. That is the step back 3 of sports talk. Like, that's the bag right there. Like, oh yeah, let me hit this step back.
That's that LeBron step back.
That's that head.
When he's there,
like, yeah, that's the signature move in sports talk right there. You know, Stephen A perfected it. Stephen A is the James Harden of the step back when it comes to that move. You know what I mean? Like, he figured out, and everybody else been trying to imitate ever since.
You know what's coming.
You know what I mean? You know what's coming. Oh, he about to start hating. Let me defend Joel or Jokic or whoever is about to defend. And then you just fall for it too. You know what I mean? So it's a cold world out there. And I'm just saying that is one of the coldest sports talk moves that we have.